favorite memory is hitting the game-winning kick against Ireland in overtime last year. Tanner Holt. Wearing number 28, Isaac Moakel. Parents, Karina and Buzzy Moakel. Favorite memory is winning Mondays in 8th grade. Isaac Moakel. Wearing number 36, Jackson Atkinson. Parents, Christina and Brooke Atkinson. Favorite memory is when Coach Ammon told me I was dressing varsity junior year. Braxton Atkinson. Wearing number 42, Chase Hammond. Escorted by Scotland and Tracy Hammond. His favorite memory is his dad coaching me on and off the field. Chase Hammond.
Pictures and music videos.
Wearing number 86, John Baiva. Escorted by mom, Lupawere Baiva. Favorite memory is winning 35-0 on homecoming night.
Going back 10 years, 15 years. I've gone up there a few times. Interviewed a couple people or whatever, but I don't know, I just had this feeling like
Rainy. Escorted by Ren and Tracy. Favorite memory is spending time every Friday night with teammates and the We Are the Downfall speech from JT Sawyer Rainey. Wearing number 55, Luke Baker. Going to the state championship his sophomore year and getting to play at Rice Echoes. Luke Baker. Wearing number 70, Tyson Pierce. His favorite memory are the team dinners. Wearing number 72, Ethan Mortensen. His favorite memory is blocking the field goal against Pleasant Grove to win it. Ethan Mortensen. His favorite memory is working as a team and completing more craft makers together. Wearing number 59, Mackley Martin. Favorite memory is when my team won home. Shout out to the white team and the most talented coaches. Mackley Martin. Again, give it up for our 23 seniors. Thank you, Sal.
Facing this way, look at the river. And I hear
Ariana!
like that.
Ariana,
And it was like,
how are you?
it just shook me.
I'm gonna be cold.
Okay.
To the camera.
Yes. That's exactly. Or a no.
I'd like to draw your attention to the 20-yard line where we welcome the Green Canyon Achilles. They will be doing their palm routine. The Green Canyon Achilles.
I see a car and I'm like, oh crap, I'm in trouble. No, it's Baldwin. What are you doing here? No, because I'm good friends with Barry. He's talking to me, and I'm like, you're going to see what? And Baldwin goes, are you okay? I just had the weirdest thing. I can't even tell you. It's just this weird thing that happened to me. Anyway.
You're up for the Green Canyon Achilles. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Green Canyon High School for tonight's athletic contest. We welcome our guests from Mountain Crest and let's hope good luck in tonight's game. Good sportsmanship is learned, practiced, and executed. Respect for the opponents, spectators, coaches, and officials must at all levels of athletics and activity program.
That little gal down there taking pictures is going to wish she would have worn more too, right down there by the Gatorade table. She's got a camera. She's got bare shoulders.
Okay.
Their dedication ensures our regional level student athletes can compete safely and fairly. We're grateful for their time, effort, and professionalism. Please give them a round of applause for all that they do. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all who have served this great country,
Well, hello and welcome to the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Eric Olson along with you as Green Canyon in their regular season home finale takes on Mountain Crest. We saw Green Canyon about 10 days ago against Ridgeline, a game that Ridgeline won 49-14. Green Canyon wanting to get that one behind them and get back to see what lessons maybe they learned from that game against Ridgeline. As I talked with Coach JT Ta'ili about that game, you know, one of the things that he said was, hey, you don't learn, there are some positives that you can take from a game like Ridgeline. It's a team he said that's a championship team, and now we see what it looks like to be a championship team. He felt like his offensive line was great in pass protection. Ethan Monk showed a lot of great composure against a nasty defensive front. And he said, you know, we won the second half 14-7. He said, you take what you can get from those games, and now they're excited to put those lessons to work against against Mountain Crest as Green Canyon takes the field here in North Logan. Mountain Crest coming off a 49-7 win against Tooele last week. Braden Larson with 3 touchdown passes and 1 running. Egbert had a couple of touchdowns rushing, 4 for 88. Passy, 3 for 72 and 2 touchdowns receiving, as the Mustangs are on a little bit of a tear. Mountain Crest on a 3-game streak where they're averaging 60 points a game in those games, and they've given up 7 total points, 2 shutouts, and 1 7-point game, that one against Tooele last week. So Mountain Crest started the season strong. They had a pretty decent showing against Ridgeline, and then it kind of got away from them toward the end in a game that really was more competitive than the final score would indicate. And they had a little stretch where they lost a few games in a row, and now they hope that they have gotten right, as this is this regular season finale for everyone. This is the last game in Region 11. Everybody else has already played. On Thursday, Ridgeline beat Bear River 69-10. Skyview beat Tooele on Wednesday 55-27. And Morgan beat Logan 48-7 on Wednesday in 3A action. Morgan with yet another region championship as Ridgeline locked up their region championship last week against Green Canyon, that game that we had. Mountain Crest leads this series 6-2. But Green Canyon's won 2 of the last 3, and we mentioned that they're coming off that 49-14 loss at Ridgeline. Last year, Green Canyon was beaten by Mountain Crest out in Hiram, 28-14. Hayden Schramm had a couple of touchdowns. Clements and Passy for Mountain Crest, a couple of receiving touchdowns. Mountain Crest defense in that game, 7 sacks and 1 interception against Peyton Wilson and the Green Canyon offense. This is a little bit different offense this year for Green Canyon. Ethan Monk's been a good quarterback back there, but you know, you give up a lot when you give up Peyton Wilson. He was a heck of a ball player for this Green Canyon team. That's taking nothing away from Monk, who's had a pretty good season on his own. In fact, Monk is 12th in 4A in passing touchdowns, 16th in yards. Mountain Crest, on the other hand, a very physical team, very physical. And that is Mountain Crest football, and it has been for decades. And their best teams have always been very physical teams. Mountain Crest looks like they've won the toss, and they will receive. Mountain Crest in their all whites with the navy helmets. And it's a blackout for Green Canyon. So it's a black and white affair here tonight in North Logan. After this week, you've got the playoffs that start next Friday. The top 8 teams have a bye. Now, the RPI has been taken down, but the last off the website, and it will be revealed tomorrow what all of the brackets matchups will be after all the games are played here tonight. But Ridgeline's in that number 1 spot, and I do not expect them to move from that number 1 spot. They may be the only Valley team with a bye. Skyview and Mountain Crest are in that top 10. Green Canyon just outside of it at 13 in the last available RPI. We're getting set for kickoff here at Green Canyon High School in North Logan. The game of the week on the Valley Channel is Green Canyon and Mountain Crest. The Mustangs won the toss. They will receive and head north to south. Tanner Holt getting set to kick off for Green Canyon. One of the top-rated kickers in 4A. 25 PATs, 8 field goals, 49 points for Holt. And he puts this one into the back of the end zone. And that Mountain Crest offense will take the field, led by number 8, Braden Larson. 159 completions on 245 attempts, 65%, 1,987 yards, 12.5 per completion. Get this number, 25 touchdowns, 1 interception, 6 rushing touchdowns, so 31 touchdowns for Larson that he's been accountable for. And he has Egbert in the backfield with him. And he's going to hand to Egbert, and Mountain Crest is just going to try to smash things right from the start. 7 yards for Egbert. Egbert, not the leading rusher on this team. Larson actually owns that. 82 rushes, 504 yards, about 6 yards a carry. Clements, the leading receiver. And keep your eye on number 5. A little bit of a high snap, a little bit of trouble at the mesh point, but Egbert still comes out of there with it and picks up 10 yards off that left side. Mountain Crest hulling it up. Sometimes they'll go tempo. Other times they work from the huddle. Olsen to this near side and one receiver to the far side. They're going to hand it off again and try this side with Egbert. Egbert hit early, but they can't bring him down. He gets up to the 45, 46-yard line before he's finally brought down. A gain of 8. 3 carries, 25 yards for Egbert. A cool evening here at North Logan. The sun's just gone down a few moments ago. A little bit of a breeze. Bunch of guys up for Green Canyon as they load up for the run. And even loaded up, Egbert picks up 5. Load that box and he doesn't care. He's got 5 yards. And on 4 rushes. Student body left 3 times, student body right once. So far, Mountain Crest has got 31 yards, keeping it on the ground. Now Larson's in the backfield by himself. Motion to this near side. They're going to run the screen to Clements. Sniffed out and taken down by Sawyer Rainey. Clements picks up a couple. Green Canyon's calling card has been their defense. They gave up a bunch of points to Ridgeline, but who hasn't? Other than that, giving up only 12 a game. If you take that out of there. Different back in the game now, and we'll give to Page. He picks up about 5. Now it's 3rd down for the first time for Mountain Crest. They started at their own 20. They're at the Green Canyon 44 on the opening drive of the ball game. 9 minutes to play and a scoreless first quarter. 3rd and 5. Bunch to this near side. Larson's going to fake the pitch, head around the far side, and pick up the first down easily. A gain of 7 for Braden Larson. Snap, Larson has to climb up a little, get it, hands it to Egbert. Egbert, 3 yards on first down. Seven runs, 1 pass. And this is play number 9 on this opening drive for Mountain Crest, as they have methodically moved it inside the 35-yard line of Green Canyon. Fake the give to Egbert. Now hit to a man crossing underneath. 3 yards for passing. And it's 3rd down again. Third and a long 3. Short 4 if you're the pessimistic type. 7.5 to play in this first quarter. We're scoreless at Green Canyon. Olsen splits out to the left. Clements to this near side. Now Olsen in motion. Goes back outside. Flag by the back judge. Too much time taken by the Mountain Crest offense. So the first infraction of the game goes against the Mustangs. So now it'll be 3rd down and 9. The student body very helpfully telling the Mountain Crest offense that they can't do that. The Mustangs taking note for later. Egbert goes in motion. Larson, design quarterback run, gets out of a tackle attempt, makes a move, and picks up a 1st down. He's right at the marker. I think he's got it. Let's see where they spot it. Oh, they're going to put him a yard short. So 4th and 1, not even 1. And I'm sure the Mustangs will just try to muscle this one up in there. Quick snap, give it to Egbert, puts his head down, stays on his feet. He's down near the 20-yard line, and a pickup of 7 on 4th and 1. 6 carries, 41 yards for Egbert. 61 yards rushing on this opening drive for the Mustangs. They're just playing smash mouth football. 1st and 10, the 20-yard line of Green Canyon. Trouble with the snap. Larson picks it up, cuts it back inside as the defense had over pursued. He cut it back inside and made chicken salad out of, well, bad chicken. 7 yards. Muir is in, and he's in tight. Egbert's going to follow Muir's block behind Muir and the offensive tackle. And a gain of 6 for Egbert. First and goal, the Mustangs in a hurry. Larson turns the corner near the goal line. And he's down to the 1 on a 5-yard gain. Ball inside the 1-yard line. 5:05 to play in the first quarter. This is the opening drive of the game. They've gone 79 yards and 2.5 feet. And looking for that last 6 inches. Turn and give it to Egbert and see if he can finish it off, and he does. Touchdown, Mustangs. A power drive by the Mustangs. Egbert, 9 carries, 53 yards on that drive. 15 plays, 80 yards. 7 minutes and 10 seconds taken off the clock. Snap, hold, kick, 7. 4:50 to play. In this first quarter, Mountain Crest strikes first. 7-0 on the game of the week. Attention guitar lovers, it's Rocktober at KSM Music in Logan. All month long score huge savings on electric guitars, basses, and select amps with discounts up to $1,000 on select models. Inventory's limited and the deals move fast. Stop by soon to try the gear in person. Rocktober ends when October ends. Visit ksmmusic.com. Follow at ksmmusic.official for details. KSM Music, plug in, rock out, save big. KSM Music, a Game of the Week sponsor. So nothing fancy from the Mustangs. Just a left, a right, an uppercut, and all the way downfield they punch it in. This kick's going to roll out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So Green Canyon, sitting in a 7-point hole, will get decent field position to start this drive. Ethan Monk, the leader of this offense, 76 for 135, 56%, 996 yards, 13 yards per completion, 12 touchdowns, 3 picks, 3 rushing touchdowns for Monk. Jenkins, the leading rusher, at 85 for 425 and 4 touchdowns. Schramm, the leading receiver, 39 for 548 and 2 touchdowns. JT Tauili 23-10 in his 3rd year here at Green Canyon. Monk's going to throw it out to the edge, so Green Canyon goes to the air. Ball's free, and they're going to say Peremski was down first. See if they give him the full 10. They do, and it's a first down for Green Canyon. They try to get outside. They got Peremski in space. He worked his way for a first down. Monk waits, throws it to Peremski the other way. It rolls out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Peremski took a look downfield, and then he had Peremski in the little swing to his right, and he put it too far out in front of him, 2nd and 10. You don't want to get behind the sticks against this Mountain Crest defense. Fake it and run a little tunnel this side. Blocked well and lots of room. Ball's free again. Twice it's been free, but this time Green Canyon gets on it. 20, 25, 26 yards for Edelmeyer. Great blocking out there on the edge and that little tunnel screen coming back toward the line of scrimmage. Those linemen got out there in a hurry. They had it set up well. Could have been disaster as Edelmeyer dropped it, but one of his teammates pounced on it. Now Monk's going to roll to his right. Looking downfield, he's going to tuck and run. Ridden out of bounds after a short gain. Gain of a yard. 3:26 to play in this first quarter. First possession for Green Canyon. Mountain Crest took the opening kickoff 80 yards. And they ate up 7 minutes and 10 seconds to do it. Green Canyon has a couple of big plays. They're at the Mountain Crest 29. Finally the first straight run. Hand it to Peremski. He turns and backs his way to first down yardage. Let's see where they're going to spot it. That should be a first down. I mean, where they spotted it looks like a first down, but they're calling it 3rd down, so it must be just short. See if Monk keeps it. Ball's on the turf. Peremski picks it up. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet. And the ball's out. He was up and Mountain Crest was tearing at the ball. And let's see if they say he was down or his forward motion, its forward progress had stopped. That was a long time coming for the whistle. Whistle never blew. And Peremski was up, pushing for yardage. He got the first down. On 3rd and 1, he got 5 yards. And then the ball came out at the end. And the officials are talking about it. I don't think they know. I don't think any of them saw it. First down. So that's 3 fumbles on this drive by Green Canyon. 2 they've recovered of their own, and 1 Mountain Crest recovered, but the officials said it wasn't a fumble. He was either stopped or he was down. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Monk's going to keep it. Steps through and picks up a couple. Eighth play of the drive for Green Canyon. 2nd down and 9. Pabst and Peremski come to the sideline. Schramm back into the game. Schramm, such a sure-handed receiver, and look and see the amount of catches he has this year. It's, you'd think maybe they'd be able to use him a little more. That just hasn't been in the cards for him this year. Turn and give to Jenkins, their leading rusher. He picks up a couple. 3rd down and 7. Mountain Crest leads 7-0, 1:25 to play in a fast-moving first quarter. This is the first possession for Green Canyon. Jenkins in the backfield. Monk hits as he throws, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Edelmeyer, it looked like, on this side, and Monk had to get rid of it. He hits the deck, and it's 4th down. And they bring Holt on for a field goal attempt. Looks like it's going to be about 32 yards. Parker Lowe, the holder. Lowe comes out there with the ball. I don't know if it was a fake or if he dropped it and just had to pick it up and run. But he doesn't get anywhere near the yardage he needs. In fact, he loses 4. And Mountain Crest defense holds. I couldn't tell if he lost the ball or if he just picked it up and took off. And it was 4th and 7. I think he might have just had trouble with the placement. Mountain Crest leads by a touchdown. The offense back out on the field. Larson throws out to the edge to Clements. Clements out near the 1st down marker. He picks up 9. Rainey out there on the tackle. One of the seniors that was honored before this game. Another one of those seniors was Wheatley, Eli Wheatley. He's about 3.5 sacks away from a season record for Green Canyon. Another quick hit out to the edge to Olson. And Olson picks up 10. Olson not the leading receiver on this team, but one of the leading touchdown receivers in 4A. He's number 9, or he's number 5 in 4A with 9. Larson on the draw to Egbert. Egbert right up the middle. Egbert across midfield, still on his feet, carrying people down to the 40-yard line. 22 yards for Egbert. 10 carries, 75 yards for number 40. And that's the end of the first quarter. Mountain Crest on top 7-0 and rolling downfield for more. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. When you want fencing that stands the test of time, turn to Custom Fence in Logan. From residential privacy fences to that decorative ornamental work, commercials, especially security fencing, they design it, they build it, they install with care and precision. Their team handles all of it: design, materials, installation, serving Cache Valley and beyond. They built thousands of fences across multiple states, not just here in Cache Valley. Visit CustomFence.com for an estimate. Custom Fence, craftsmanship you can trust. From fencing you will love. Game of the Week sponsor, Custom Fence. Well, sometimes it's thunder and sometimes it's lightning. And it's been thunder for the Mountain Crest Mustangs here in this first half as we get started with the second quarter. Another handoff to Egbert. And he's into the secondary before somebody gets a hat on him. 12 yards. 11 carries for 87 yards for Egbert. And he moves the sticks again. Nearly 8 yards per carry. Green Canyon defensively. Coach Ammon Samia looking for answers. Now they bring some heat. And a catch made right off the fingertips of a defensive player. It's Bradford. $13 yards. I mean, the defender had that dead to rights and somehow it got past him. And the Mustangs are in business inside the 15. Give it to Egbert. Egbert with a stiff arm into the middle. Egbert still on his feet. Down to the 6. 9 yards. Carter Egbert's 4 yards away from a 100-yard rushing half. He had 53 yards on the opening drive for Mountain Crest. He's got 43 on this one. Ball's on the turf. For the 4th time tonight, the ball has squirted out. That was the first time Mountain Crest has lost it. So now it's going to be 3rd down because that's a loss of about 6. Larson putting it up for Clements. Reaches, grabs it. Touchdown. He had the height advantage over there on the shorter corner. Larson put it right where it needed to be. And Clements reached up and plucked it out of the air for the score. $14 yards. Kick's good, and the Mustangs, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. A lot of it coming off the legs of Carter Egbert, but they score through the air. 14 yards and a score. Larson to Clements, 14-0. Mountain Crest leads Green Canyon. Are you craving something fast and fresh? Well, Wendy's of Logan now has that $8 JBC meal deal. That's 2 of their bacon cheeseburgers, JBC, their junior bacon cheeseburgers, plus medium fries and a medium drink, all for just $8. It's available at the North and South Main locations. Pair that with a Frosty for dessert, and yes, we'll let you double dip on those with your fries. Wendy's of Logan, serving 100% fresh, never frozen beef with real ingredients. Drive-through, dine-in, or order via the app. Wendy's of Logan. And Coach Tau'ili for Green Canyon told me earlier today, Mountain Crest is physical. They are nasty. We have got to find a way to match that. And Mountain Crest showing that on their first 2 drives. Playing really what we would call Mountain Crest football. Green Canyon drove it downfield on their first possession, but they just couldn't finish. They get down for a chip shot field goal, then have, I believe it looked like they had trouble with the snap and ended up taking a loss on that field goal attempt. And Mount Crest took it back over and marched on down the field. Green Canyon will give it another shot. Now trailing 14-0 at their own 20-yard line. Monk going up top for Edelmeyer. Edelmeyer makes the grab, still on his feet. It's a race to the house. 80 yards and a touchdown. Green Canyon has entered the chat. Two catches, 106 yards for Edelmeyer. 80 of them right there. And just like that, we've got a ball game in North Logan. 14-7 with 10-11 to play in the first half. Mountain Crest leading Green Canyon on the game of the week. Are you straining to hear in a noisy room? Well, at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, Dr. Paul Danes can help. Whether it's tinnitus, loss in one ear, or just turning up the TV too loud, they have the solutions over there. Dr. Danes does. He's located at 485 North Main in Logan. They've got parking behind the building. Rediscover clear conversations. Hear what's going on again. Be a part of what's going on around you. Cache Valley Hearing, where clearer days begin. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, the Game of the Week sponsor. Holt's kick fielded at the 7-yard line. Room down the far sideline for a moment and then stopped short of the 30-yard line. It's Clements. And the Mustangs will take over there. Their lead cut in half, but they still lead 14-7. Egbert's 5th in rushing touchdowns in 4A with 7. He's number 1 in tackles, and he has the ball right now, diving forward for about 4 yards. And we got flags after the play. Well, we sort this out. Listen to this number. He's number 1 in 4A in tackles, 128 tackles in 9 games. He averages double-figure tackles. He has 39 more tackles than the number 2 player in 4A. And Coach Tau Ely talked about him as well, saying, man, he's outside of the kids on my own team, he's my favorite player in the Valley. He said he is just everywhere. He flies around defensively, and he's doing it offensively here as well. With 9:57 to play in the first half, he has 100 yards rushing. After the play, a personal foul on Mountain Crest. Is it going to be after the play or before the play? They're going to back him up 15 yards. Second penalty on the Mustangs. And it's still first down. Larson fakes the pitch, now he's in trouble. Runs away from the trouble, across the 20-yard line, stepping out of bounds near the 30. He gets the penalty yardage back. He gets about 11. Larson's got some wheels. You can see maybe why he's the leading rusher for this team. Although for the first half that Egbert's had, he has overtaken Larson, I believe, for leading rusher. Because Larson had a few more yards rushing than Egbert did. Now what are we doing? The game clock, the play clock's moving down, and the officials are all standing there not letting them snap. The back judge told them to reset the play clock. Yeah, it should be third down, I believe. It is. Okay. They still had him at first down after that penalty, but that was an after the play penalty, so you don't get to go back to first down. So now it's 3rd and 9. Now there's 2 of 3 on 3rd down, 1 of 1 on 4th. $19 rushing plays for Mountain Crest. And Egbert motions out of the backfield. Larson on 3rd and 9. He's got a man, it's Olsen. Olsen's outside, the 45 to the 46. 16 yards and a first down. Mountain Crest is sharp right now. Larson 7 for 7, 67 yards and a touchdown. He's got 26 yards rushing. Three wide, 2 to this near side, and it's a design quarterback run. Larson slips out of one tackle, but not the tackle of Pabst. Gain of a couple. Pabst sure-handed brings him down. Larson with Egbert in the backfield with him, rolls to his right. Got room if he wants. Slips out of one tackle. Steps out of bounds after picking up. They're generous on the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4 yards. Third and a short 5. It's not a full 5 yards, but more than 4. Egbert, the lone back. They're going to give it to him. And he's got the first down, and he's got a lot more. Inside the 30, running over tacklers. Stepping out of more tackle attempts. Touchdown, Carter Egbert on 3rd and 5, 49 yards. His second touchdown run of the night. He's up to 149 yards rushing on 14 carries, 2 touchdowns. Lishman putting in his 49th PAT of the season. Mountain Crest opens that lead back up to 2 scores, 21-7 with 7:28 to play in the first half on the Game of the Week. Whether you're planting your first vegetable garden or managing a mature landscape, Anderson Seed and Garden in Logan is the place to go for your local resource for quality seeds, plants, trees, garden tools, soil, fertilizer, everything you need. Their staff can help you get the right varieties for the Cache Valley climate, give planting tips, recommend soil amendments, and visit their website, AndersonSeedandGarden.com, to browse their seed collections, perennials, and gardening resources. They've got it all at Anderson Seed and Garden, a Game of the Week sponsor. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns for Mountain Crest. 2 of them on the ground. Both of those by Carter Egbert. Egbert with 149 yards rushing on 14 carries. That was his longest. 7-10, 8-5, 4-7-6-5-1, 22-12, 9-4, 49. That adds up to 149. I know because I counted all of my toes. The Green Canyon's offense again needs to try to respond. They've moved the ball well. Look out. That one hung out there for Peremski. The defensive back came up and made the play. That was Owen Isom knocking it down. Monk is 3 of 6 for 116 yards and a touchdown. Edelmayer has 2 of those 3 completions for 106 yards. 106 of the 116 that Monk has. 2nd and 10. Turn and hand it off. Jenkins runs into the line, picks up a yard. We saw last week against Ridgeline that Green Canyon just having a hard time running the football. They have 17 yards rushing on 7 carries here in this first half. 3rd and 9. 5-man rush. Monk slides out. Look out! Down he goes. Oh, goodness. He turned his head just in time to see 2 freight trains barreling down at him, and they buried him. He comes up without a helmet. Loss of 7. I mean, he had no idea that backside rush was closing in on him like that. Green Canyon's punting out of their own end zone. Now it kicks back, and Mountain Crest will start at the Green Canyon 41, leading 21-7. Mountain Crest leads 21-7 with 6:10 to play in the half. They've scored every time they've touched the ball. Green Canyon's had no answer for this man, Carter Egbert. And that time they had an answer for him as he picks up a couple. But Egbert's averaging 10 yards per carry. 151 yards on 15 carries, 2 touchdowns in this first half. I mean, Mountain Crest started this season hot. Then they went through a stretch where they lost 2 or 3 games. Looked a little wobbly, and then they've got their mojo back. Muir in motion. They're going to fling it out to Muir. He can throw it. He's the backup quarterback. He uncorks to Clements. Flags come in as Clements slowed down and the defensive back kind of ran up his back a little bit. That's Cash Cragen. That's tough for a defensive back. You know, you're in that chase position, and then the offensive player has to slow down and you run into his back, and that's usually the call you're going to get. It was Cragen that they picked on with Clements before. Cragen's listed at 5'7". Clements at 6'1" on the touchdown. That's who they picked on, was Cragen. That's Green Canyon's first penalty of the night. It's a tough spot, cornerback. You have to have a short memory, and that is no joke. Here's Olsen in motion. Fling it out, blow the play dead. Offsides on Green Canyon. So they compound their problems by giving 5 free yards after giving 15 free yards to the Mustangs. And now it's 1st and 5 at the Green Canyon 20. 5:24 to play in this first half. Mountain Crest threatening to take a 3-score lead. Mustangs leading at 21-7. Carter Egbert down to the 15. He's near the first down marker. Let's see if they give it to him. They do not. So officially it's 4 yards. 2nd and 1. Eli Wheatley in there at that middle backer, and his defensive teammates trying to come up with something here. They clog the middle. Egbert tries the edge, then he's turned back inside. Only a couple yards, but he only needed 1. And it's a first down for Mountain Crest. Once again operating inside Green Canyon territory at the Green Canyon 13. "32 plays this half for the Mountain Crest offense." Here comes Olsen and across the formation. Swinging out to Clements, and he lets it go off his fingers. It was just about picked. Olsen was coming across the formation to be the kick-out block against that corner to open things up for Clements. And Clements forgot to catch the ball, and that's the first incomplete pass for Larson here in this first half. 7 of 8. 7 of 8, 67 yards and a touchdown, 2nd and 10. A rare time when the Mustang offense is behind the sticks. Pitch it out. Egbert's got blocking in front of him. Turns the corner, lowers his head. Picks up 8. They're spotting it back a little bit. It's 3rd and 4. Larson's going to keep it. He's going to tiptoe into the end zone for an easy 6. 8 yards out, and Mountain Crest extends the lead. Lishman on for another PAT. Perfect kick. And the offense for Mountain Crest as a whole has been nearly perfect this entire first half. 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns, and a 28-7 lead with 3:28 to play in the first half on the Game of the Week. At the Oak Grist Mill in Logan, they mill their own flour fresh every day. They bake artisan breads, pastries, and delicious sandwiches right from scratch. You can browse their menu, order online, and learn more about their milling and baking processes on their website, logangristmill.com. Whether you're stopping in for breakfast, lunch, or just a fresh loaf to take home, the Old Grist Mill is dedicated to quality, flavor, and community. The Old Grist Mill is where tradition rises. Leishman's kickoff goes out of the north end zone, and Green Canyon will start at their own 20. Green Canyon, after being down 7-0, took their first possession all the way downfield and then unsuccessful on a field goal attempt. Trouble with the snap. Mountain Crest scored to go up 14-0, and then Green Canyon scored immediately after that on a long pass play to come within 14-7, but 14 unanswered for the Mustangs has put the Wolves in a 28-7 hole. Monk looks underneath to Pabst. Pabst makes one man miss, and then he's folded up after a gain of about 8. Green Canyon gets the ball to start the second half. They'd love to put points on the board here and basically have back-to-back types of possessions. Monk's in trouble again, throws as he's hauled down, and it falls incomplete. Are they going to say he was down before he threw it? They're going to say incomplete, 3rd and 2. 1 for 3 on 3rd downs for Green Canyon. Monk, 4 of 8, 124 yards and a touchdown. 80 of those 124 yards came on one play. Nine yards rushing for Green Canyon. They just can't run the ball. Monk quickly out to the edge. Peremski stays alive. I think he got enough for the first down. He got 3, and that's what he needed. Green Canyon quickly up to the line after the officials spot it for that first down. 3-man rush. Monk looks to his man on the sideline to pick up a 4. Peremski again. We haven't called Schramm's number yet. Number 8, their leading receiver, has been shut out here in this first half. 2:31 should be the time on the clock. The officials coming to the sideline, letting the clock operators know. They changed the time. I thought I said 2:31, but there's 2:32 up there. See if 1 second makes a difference. Wouldn't that be crazy? Going up top for Pabst. A lot of hand fighting out there at about the 40, but Pabst made a great catch, but he was out of bounds as Isom forced him out of bounds. Isom using the sideline as another defender and basically just kind of running Pabst out of bounds. And it's 3rd down. Pabst letting Isom herd him toward that sideline. He didn't get the leverage to stay a little bit further away. Third and 6. Mountain Crest is blitzing. Monk gets rid of it. Pabst has a first down. 10 yards. Monk hung in there, and he took a blow. Pabst also took quite a hit, but he caught it. And they moved the chains, do the Wolves. And the drive stays alive, clock running with 2:10 to play in the half. The ball at the Green Canyon 45-yard line. Green Canyon with all 3 timeouts. 5 wide receivers for the Wolves. And they're going to have to start picking up the pace just a little bit. 4-man rush. Monk bails out, finds his man Edelmeyer. Edelmeyer picks up 8. That clock's still running. 2nd and 2. 1:25 now. Ball at the 47-yard line of Mountain Crest. 2nd and 2. Monk bails out, has a first down and a lot more as he steps out of bounds. Flags coming from everywhere. Let's see what the call is. See if we maybe got an illegal block down the field. It's a 15-yard run by Monk. If it's at the spot of the foul and it's against Green Canyon, let's see what the call is. It'll bring them back. If it's 15-yarder, it'll bring them back to where they started. Let's see who the call goes against. Personal foul. Helmet to helmet over there. And so they move it back. It ends up being a 1-yard penalty. Well, it's 15, but it ends up moving them back. It's still 2nd down, and it ends up moving them back 1 yard from where they started. 2nd and 4. But it erases that pretty good gain. Monk unloads, shrams in behind the defense, hauls it in down near the 5-yard line. 44 yards as Schramm makes his first appearance of the night. One minute to play in the first half. And Green Canyon's going to huddle it up. Green Canyon with all their timeouts left. The ball on the 5-yard line, 1st and goal, and the Wolves desperately needing points here, trailing 28-7. And now Green Canyon calls a timeout. 20 seconds ran off the clock before they finally called timeout. 42 seconds to play in the half. 28-7, Mountain Crest, Green Canyon knocking on the door. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, KSM Music in Logan has everything you need to make music happen. From guitars and keyboards and drums to amps, accessories, and live sound gear, they've got it all. You need lessons or repairs, their expert staff can help you learn, tune up, or upgrade your setup. Stop by KSM Music in Logan or visit ksmmusic.com. Locally owned, locally played, proud to keep Cache Valley making music. That's KSM Music. Well, Mountain Crest has been in control of this game, but Green Canyon has had a couple of explosive pass plays that have them in position, at least, to stay within shouting distance of the Mustangs. Turn and fake. Monk throws it to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Canyon. What a route by Edelmeyer, the little comeback. And the throw was right on the money by Monk as he was on the move. So Edelmeyer having a big game, his 2nd touchdown of the night, 4 catches, 119 yards and 2 scores, 36 seconds on the clock. Kick by Holt is up and good. Mountain Crest still on top, 28-14 on the game of the week. Both of these teams have been playing well coming into this game tonight. Mountain Crest won 3 in a row, averaging 60 points a game in those 3 wins and only giving up 7 points total. Green Canyon won 2 of their last 3, but lost the last one to Ridgeline, 49-14. Egbert's 5th for Mountain Crest, 5th in rushing touchdowns at 7. That was before tonight. Now he's got 9. He's number 1 in tackles, 128, 2nd in sacks with 9. And he was in on one of those earlier sacks. Clements down the far sideline. Finally dragged down about the 27-yard line. Larson's 4th in passing touchdowns in 4A with 25, 8th in passing yards. Olson's 5th in receiving touchdowns with 9. Atkinson 6th in sacks with 6, and Huerta 7th in sacks with 5. Holt, the kickers for Green Canyon, is 5th in points. Wheatley's 8th in tackles. He's also 1 game back. Both these teams are 1 game back of all the other stats. Almost everybody else was done. Here's Larson in trouble. Wheatley trying to chase him down. He reverses field, finds Egbert. Egbert picks up 13 and a lot of time ran off the clock. 20 seconds ran off the clock. Mountain Crest will take a timeout. That's crazy. On that much running around that you don't have. A lot of times you'll see an ineligible man downfield type of call. But nothing doing. Everybody stayed home. And Larson ran around, found Egbert. And the ball's out to the 40-yard line. 15 seconds left in the first half. In fact, they're going to change that. The official down on 40 is going to say 17. He wants 17 seconds up there, and he's right. Mountain Crest is taking a timeout as soon as they get the clock right. Oh, and now they do. We'll get back to it. Boy, Wheatley looked like he had Larson dead to rights, and then Larson went from full bore one way to zipping back the other way. This time Wheatley drops into coverage. Tries to knock that one away. It gets to the receiver, but it can't haul it in. And the clock kept running. Should be 11 seconds on the clock, they said. And now they get that 11 up there. Had a few little clock snafus here in this first half. Nothing too terrible. 11 seconds to play in the half. Mountain Crest at their own 40. Green Canyon rushing 3 and dropping 8. Olson has it right in his hands. He came out of his break and kind of stumbled. And he found it a little bit late, I think. Lets it get through his hands and to the turf. And now it's 3rd and 10 with 7 seconds to play here in this half. And with 3 guys rushing and 8 dropping back, maybe you hand it to Carter Egbert and just let him run over people. Three-man front. Larson rolling out. Here comes Wheatley. Larson lets it fly, and it falls incomplete. And that's the end of the first half. No flags on the field. And it's a 28-14 ball game. Mountain Crest out in front. Green Canyon will get the ball when the second half begins. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
Green Canyon is back at the position. Their 20-25 show, the Mavericks, featuring Mr. McAfee, Champagne Findala, and original works by Alex Ridgeline. Green Canyon has called the filmmakers, James Adams and Samantha Clayton. And now until the Green Canyon High School marching band.
Back at Green Canyon High School in North Logan, Eric Olson along with you as we get ready for the second half. On the game of the week, Mountain Crest leads Green Canyon 28-14. Mountain Crest 209 yards on the ground in that first half, 80 yards through the air, 289 total yards, 164 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, and 18 carries for Carter Egbert. Larson was 8 of 11 for 80 yards and a touchdown to Clements. Larson also ran for a touchdown. Green Canyon couldn't get the running game going, only 10 yards rushing, but 198 yards through the air for 208 total yards. Ethan Monk, 10 of 14, 198 yards, 2 touchdowns, both to Edelmeyer, who had 4 catches for 119 yards. Schramm, Pabst, and Peremski all caught a pass. And the leading rusher is Peremski with 15 yards. But Monk took a sack, low on the field goal. Still haven't figured out whether he dropped the snap or whether that was designed that way. It didn't look like it was designed as a fake. I think he may have dropped the snap, but he lost 4 yards. And so Green Canyon with only 10 yards rushing, but they scored to end the half. And now they get a chance to get the ball back to start this second half and climb back into this game. They trail 28-14. Lishman set to kick it away. He's going to put it in the end zone. He's put all but one of his kicks into the end zone. Ethan Monk and the Green Canyon offense will take the field. They have not been able to run the ball, but they've found some success throwing it. A couple of big plays getting most of their yardage. Schramm for 44 and Edelmeyer for 80. It's 124 of their 198 yards. Monk throws it to Edelmeyer, and he picks up 8. It was interesting. He started one way, then reversed out back the other way. Found Edelmeyer. Stack on both sides for the receivers. Handed to Jenkins. Jenkins puts his head down, finds an opening, picks up a first down, and a gain of 5. No other Region 11 teams in action tonight. They've all played either Wednesday or Thursday of this week. Here's that little screen to Edelmeyer. Edelmeyer picking up a block out near the 45-yard line. That's good for 13 more yards and a first down. This was one of the things that Coach Taoili said earlier today when I was speaking with him, that he really liked how they protected Monk and how composed he was against a very good Ridgeline front. And they're doing it again today. They've given up a couple of sacks to Mountain Crest. But Monk stood in there and he delivers another one. This one to Peremski for 6. He's 13 of 17 now for 225 yards, and again, those touchdowns in the first half. Now he's got Green Canyon on the Mountain Crest side of the field at the 49. He's in trouble. He still completes it. He didn't see the completion. Peremski picks up the first down. Monk took a wallop, somehow completed that. Peremski 3 catches, 28 yards. And the ball at the 39 of Mountain Crest. Mountain Crest leads 28-14, 10 minutes to play. Here in this third quarter, we're just underway in the second half here at Green Canyon. Linebackers coming, defensive ends coming. Monk works hard to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he loses a yard, so that'll go down as a sack. Third sack of the night from Mountain Crest. Egbert with 9 on the season, 29 sacks for Mountain Crest coming into this ball game. Page with a couple interceptions. Mountain Crest has taken the ball away through the air 4 times this season. Second and 11. Now Green Canyon behind the sticks for the first time on this drive. Schramm takes it, cuts it inside, picks up some blocking, picks up 9 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. And I would imagine we're looking at 4-down territory. 3 of 5 on 3rd downs for Green Canyon, and one of the Wolves is still down. And I can't tell who it is. It may be Schramm. I'm looking for him in the huddle down there, and I don't see him. That might be Schramm. He ran into a wave of Mustangs, and it is Schramm. He's slow to come off. He takes his gloves off. And looks like he may have a shoulder that's bothering him. 3rd and 2. We're going to bring Schramm to the sideline. He had the huge 44-yard catch that set up the touchdown just before the half for Green Canyon. 3 receivers to the near side, and Jenkins in the backfield on 3rd and 2. Larson, first look's not there, so Monk takes off, He's got the first down, and he's down near the 20-yard line. He picks up 12 on 3rd and 2. Larson's the Mountain Crest quarterback. Starting to get cold out here and freezing my brain, I guess. That wouldn't take much. I got a lot of holes in my head. They're still looking at Schramm over on the sideline. Carter Perry comes in. Edelmayer split to the left. 3 receivers to this near side. Jenkins in the backfield on 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line of Mountain Crest. Monk has a chance to step up, doesn't take it. That's got to be grounding. He's grabbed by a couple of guys, and before he goes down, he tosses the ball out toward the flat. There's nobody within 15 yards. That's got to be grounding. And that's what Mountain Crest sideline is talking about. And they're going to call it. And that's a loss of down. Green Canyon, no penalties in the first quarter. 3 in the second quarter and 1 here for 10 yards. 45 yards on those 4 penalties. So it's 2nd down and quite a few now. Monk Bails out, has an opening, has a lot of room. He was looking at man-to-man coverage, so all the defensive backs had their back turned. And Monk picks up from the 32 down to the 13. He picks up 19 yards. So it's 3rd and 3. $7:25 to play here in the third quarter. This is the first possession for either team in this third quarter. Mountain Crest did this in the first half. Took that first possession of the half and took it all the way downfield and scored and ate up a lot of time, and now the clock stops with a penalty. Mountain Crest offsides. I think Mountain Crest is offsides. Let's wait for the call. And it is encroachment on the Mustangs. Mountain Crest with their third penalty, one in each quarter. 25 yards worth for the Mustangs. So now it's 1st and goal for Green Canyon. The ball at the 8-yard line of Mountain Crest. Monk took a walk to the sideline to get the play, and now he's back in the huddle. Split backs in the gun. They're in the pistol with him. Monk reverses out. Looks to the end zone on that comeback. They scored at the end of the first half. They score here. Same play. That's Pabst. Eight for 36 and a touchdown now for Pabst. And a very important PAT. Holt's kick is good. And we got a ball game in North Logan. 6:33 to play in the third. Mountain Crest 28, Green Canyon 21 on the game of the week. You know, when we come to these ball games, you walk around these fields and there's all this fencing out here, all these chain link fencing. You can see the little square green signs that say custom fence on them. Your property deserves a great fence as well, one that not only protects but enhances its appearance. At Custom Fence, they offer wood, steel, aluminum, vinyl, and chain link fencing tailored to your needs. Privacy, decorative, security, they do it all. They'll make it happen. Custom Fence, built strong and right and built for you. A Game of the Week sponsor, Custom Fence. Clements. They're going to let him return this. His back foot was in the end zone, and they're going to let him return it. There's a flag coming. He's out all the way across the 40. That's interesting because all night tonight, guys have caught it with 1 foot out and put 1 foot in, and they call it a touchback. And this time they let him return it, but it's going to come back on a penalty. So it might work out better for Green Canyon anyway. The last time the Mount Crest offense took the field, there was 36 seconds left in the first half, and they were unable to get anything going. They only got a couple of plays before the half ended. The last time they were out there and not in a hurry, they were ahead 28-7. Now it's 28-21 with back-to-back scoring drives by Green Canyon to end and begin the half. It's an illegal block in the back on Mountain Crest. So it would have worked better for the Mustangs if he had been called on the touchback. Because now they're at the 10-yard line. And the Green Canyon defense, who was on the field a lot in that first half, has had plenty of time to rest. Give it to Egbert, see if he can pick up where he left off. hit after a couple yards, but still bowls his way forward for 5. Larson pitches it again to Egbert. Egbert cuts it inside, has the first down, and he's finally cut down at the 25-yard line, a pickup of 10. ...179 yards on 20 carries. His long was 49 yards. And he ran through, I think, every black jersey on the field on that one. Egbert, 6 feet tall. I don't know, I wouldn't guess it is. He probably weighs a couple 100 pounds. Here's the pitch to him again, just a short pitch. And he bounces forward for another 10. Unofficially at 189, he needs 11 yards for 200 yards rushing. Green Canyon just hasn't been able to slow him down tonight. Averaging about 9 yards a carry. Now Green Canyon just overloads one side with their line. And they fake the pitch that way and then come back the other way. As the linebackers were supposed to pop to there, they over pursued. $24 yards for Larson. They lined up their defensive line all to the left side, left of center, and then they had the linebackers kind of over to the right, and they faked it one way, faked the pitch to that heavy side, and then ran away from it. And the linebackers all took a step inside, and Larson beat him to the corner. 1st and 10 at the Green Canyon 41. Pitch to Egbert. Egbert caught in the backfield. Still picks up a yard. He has not had a negative run tonight. Double deuce, Johnny on the tackle. For Green Canyon, Johnny's had a pretty impressive season as well for these Wolves. Tight formation, 3-man bunch to this near side on 2nd and 9. Fake the pitch, run the other way. That's what they ran, and we got 24 yards before. Still on his feet is Larson. Ball's free. Green Canyon has it. Larson picked up 20 yards, then lost the football. First turnover of the game. Comes with 3:48 to play in the third. And all of a sudden, Green Canyon in position to possibly tie up this football game. They've scored on their last 2 possessions. See if they can keep that rhythm going. Larson's been spectacular tonight, but he loses the football there after a 20-yard run. Monk to this side to Peremski. Peremski gets one block, but 2 other Mustang defenders were bearing down on him in a hurry. A pickup of about 5. We're going to give him 4. Spread look with 2 receivers each side. Jenkins stays in the block. Going up top, nobody home. They were looking for Carter Perry. And he was kind of bending that thing in toward the hash, and Monk threw it over his head and a little bit toward the outside. 3rd and 6. Monk with only his 5th incompletion tonight. Monk quickly over the middle. Catch is made. Lowe trying for extra yardage. Stopped a yard short. So a decision now. On 4th and a long yard. If you give it back here, Mountain Crest is inside your 30. And it looks like they're going to go. 4th and 1, see if they try to draw Mountain Crest offside. It's a 7-point ball game, 28-21 with 2:45 to play. Mountain Crest leading Green Canyon. And the play clock runs down. Green Canyon looking like they were just going to try to get Mountain Crest to jump off sides, and so now they're going to have to punt. And the punt team comes on. Holt with a high, deep kick over the head of Clements, and it goes out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. .48-yard kick. 2:18 to play in the 3rd. 28-21 Mountain Crest. They'll have the ball when we come back. Start your morning with flavor. Wendy's of Logan serves breakfast all day at both locations. Honey butter chicken biscuit, breakfast baconator, breakfast burrito anytime you want. Wendy's, quality is our recipe. Mountain Crest offense back on the field after the defense makes a stop. Hand it to Carter Egbert, and you can pretty much count on 8 to 10 yards tonight. There's 10, and he's at 200. The clock stops for some reason. I'll move the chains. There you go. They gave him 10, so 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Egbert with another carry, and again another 10 yards. 2:10. Mountain Crest coaches are here just left of me. They asked me how many yards he has. I said 210. And the ball right at midfield. Mountain Crest led 28-7 at one point. It's now 28-21. They're trying to take control of this ball game. A minute and a half left in the 3rd. Quick throw out to the edge. Passing. Stop, go, spin out of bounds. Pick up of about 7. Said he stepped out of bounds a little earlier than maybe we thought. Second and 7, and Mountain Crest has been playing ahead of the sticks and on schedule, or ahead of schedule, almost all night. Give it to Egbert. Egbert putting his head down and just taking players with him for 5 yards. He's at 25 carries, 215 yards rushing, and 2 touchdowns. And in the meantime, he's also the leading tackler for this Mountain Crest defense, averaging about 12 tackles per game. Hand it to him again. He stumbles as he takes the handoff. Man, he is just in a groove. He's got 3 yards on that one, even after the stumble. Nothing fancy on this drive. It's just a heavy dose of Carter Egbert. 1 pass in between. Fake the pitch. Larson's going to keep it. Get a block, but the defense shuts it down after only a 1-yard gain. Larson's got 85 yards rushing on 11 carries. So Mountain Crest is over 300 yards rushing. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Mountain Crest leading 28-21. They'll have 3rd down and 6 on the Green Canyon 35-yard line when we come back to start the 4th quarter on the last regular season game of this high school football season on the Game of the Week. Don't let hearing loss silence your life. At Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, we demystify hearing aids. You can get tailored fittings and the best care around from Dr. Paul Daines. Many in Logan already trust Dr. Paul Daines at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Be among them. Stop by 485 North Main. Hear the difference. Live the difference with Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Senior night in North Logan. Green Canyon honoring a pile of seniors before this game here tonight, and then head to the 4th quarter. Those seniors trying to put a W up on the last game of the regular season here. But Green Canyon trails 28-21. 3rd down for Mountain Crest. They're 5 of 7 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 6. Give it to Egbert on the short toss. Egbert pushing the pile, coming out the back of it. 13 yards on 3rd and 6. Now he's up to 231 yards rushing. He had 164 at the half. Muir goes in motion. Fake the give to him. Larson keeps it. Larson gets a pretty good block out there on the edge from Olsen. But he's caught from behind after a gain of about 5. Larson looking for 100 yards. So Mountain Crest, before this is over, could have 2 100-yard rushers. They've got 326 yards rushing as a team. 87 through the air. Give it to Egbert. Egbert stopped in the backfield this time. His first negative play of the game, -2 for number 40. Now it's 3rd down and 8. And again, what's your decision if you don't pick up the 1st down here? Short field goal try and make it a 2-score game? Or go for it on 4th down? But you still have 3rd down, and you still have a running back that's averaging about 9 yards a carry. He stays in to block. Larson on the in-cutting Olsen. Olsen hauls it in. He's inside the 5, slips out of a tackle. He's down at the goal line. 19 yards on 3rd and 7. Three for 45. Mikhail Olsen. The 6'1" junior. 1st and goal, the ball nose up on the goal line. Tight formation behind Larson. You're going to tush push him. Somebody got off early. Was it the offense or was the defense? Now, if it was the NFL, we'd know for sure it wouldn't be on the offense, because if you run the tush push, you're allowed to have your guard shoot out way before everybody else. That's a play they should let him keep running in the NFL. Just officiate it how you should. Oh, offsides on the defense. So that's going to be about a 3-inch penalty. So I guess we'll say it's a 1-yard penalty. Ball's free. That piggy's slippery tonight. Egbert gets on it. It's a loss of a yard. And again, the clock is stopped. There's been a couple times tonight that clock is stopped and won't run. Now they get it started. They've had a few issues in the first half of that clock being wrong. Now pitch it out to Egbert. Give him a head of steam, and he's going to get there. Oh, are they going to say they cut him down before he got to the end zone? That's going to be 3rd down. He gets the yardage back that they lost. Man, this was inside the 1, 1st down and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal. At the 1. Give it to Egbert. Head down. Everybody's in there. Did he make it? I mean, all he had to do was get to the line and fall forward, but everybody for Green Canyon was there, and they are not signaling anything. Touchdown. Egbert with his 3rd touchdown of the night. 31 carries, 231 yards, 3 touchdowns. And that puts Mountain Crest up by 2 scores with the PAT to follow. Lishman on for the try, and it's true. 35-21, Mountain Crest extends her lead with 8:24 to go in the ball game over Green Canyon. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. From bulk vegetable and flower seeds to shrubs, trees, bird food, garden tools, home decor, Anderson Seed and Garden has a selection of know-how that you need. Go to their website. Have you ever been to their Anderson Seed and Garden website? And it features helpful planting guides and seed catalogs so you can plan ahead, or just stop by here on West Center Street in Logan. Go online to AndersonSeedandGarden.com to see their full inventory and a lot of great gardening advice. Their Facebook page has it as well. Anderson's your partner in bringing your life to your yard. It's been an entertaining ball game. It looked like Mountain Crest might run away with this one as they jumped out to a big lead early, but then Green Canyon was able to cut it back to 28-21 after being down 28-7. And now they're down 35-21, down 2 scores again. this return out about the 31-yard line. Green Canyon will start there. See if they can keep their offense going. It's been the legs of Carter Egbert that have propelled this Mountain Crest offensive engine. 231 yards rushing on 31 carries, 3 touchdowns. Braden Larson's thrown for 106 yards and a touchdown, and he's run for a touchdown as well. For Green Canyon, Ethan Monk, 262 yards in the air and 3 touchdowns. 140 yards and 2 of those scores for Edelmeyer. Monk flicks it quickly out to Edelmeyer. Edelmeyer tripped up after a short gain. That was a good tackle out there by Isom. He was locked up with the receiver. He was still able to get in Edelmeyer's way and get off the block enough to get a hand out and kind of trip Edelmeyer up. 2nd and 7. Receivers stacked on either end. They fake that give. Now they're trying to hit Edelmeyer in that soft spot between Isom and the safety Muir, and Monk missed him. So you saw the pump fake to that little screen that they've been running all night long, and then they were trying to hit Edelmeyer quick in the hole. Monk just missed him. He missed him pretty badly, and he's thrown some good balls tonight. Makes me wonder if that ball slipped out a little bit. When it starts getting cold, that ball gets slippery. 3rd down and 7. 5 of 8 on 3rd downs. Monk stands in, waits, delivers, Pabst on the move all the way out to the 50-yard line. 21 yards on 3rd down for Pabst. He's got 57 yards and a touchdown on 5 catches. Schramm has 2 for 53. Peremski 5 for 28. Lowe 1 for 5. So 5 wide receivers have caught the ball. Monk can't find anybody open, so he just puts his head down and dives forward for a yard. Green Canyon down by 2 scores. They're in Mountain Crest territory at the 48, but the clock is not their friend as it ticks down towards 6.5 remaining in this ball game. Green Canyon needs to get into the end zone and somehow get the ball back. They need to get in the end zone twice. And Mountain Crest has been able to, they've run for over 300 yards tonight, so you know they'll just try to put the game away if they get the ball back. Out to Pabst. Pabst waiting for blockers. Spins into trouble. All that, and it was a yard gain. Now it's 3rd and 8. And you're definitely in 4-down territory now. If the Mountain Crest offense gets the ball back, they'll go boa constrictor and just try to crush the life right out of this Green Canyon team. Monk tucks it in and runs for the 1st down. 10 yards. 8 for 37 on Monk. He's been sacked 3 times. 287 yards through the air, though, for number 10. He's just a junior. He'll be back next year. Coach Tauili said he's with me. He's in my head. He knows what I'm thinking, what I'm trying to do. So having that a quarterback as the extension of your head coach is what all offensive coaches want. 1 yard out there on that one. Monk's closing in on 300 yards, and the clock dips under 5 minutes to play. Green Canyon needs 2 scores to tie the game. 2 scores, 2 extra points. 3 receivers to the far side. Edelmeyer to this side. They're looking for Edelmeyer on the comeback, and he can't get down and get to it. 3rd and 9. Twenty-one of 28 for Monk, 288 yards, 3 touchdowns. Edelmeyer, number 1, has been his number 1 target. 8 catches, 144 yards. 2 of those 3 touchdown receptions going to Edelmeyer. 3rd and 10. 3 to this side, 1 to the far side, and a back in the backfield with Monk. See if he stays there or if he runs out as well. Monk, plenty of time. Monk unloading, going for Pabst. Pabst has it fall just short of him. He tries to come back for it, but he's boxed out by the defensive backs. It's 4th down. With 4.5 minutes to play in the ball game, and the way Mountain Crest has run the football tonight, this could be 4th and the ball game, because it's a 2-score game. Monk alone in the backfield, 5 wide receivers. 3-man rush. Monk going for it all. Pabst is there. Touchdown! Green Canyon on 4th and 10. 37 yards. Kick is up, kick is good. 35-28. Green Canyon within 7. Will we have an onside kick? Or will Green Canyon see if they can make a defensive stop? We'll find out when we come back on the Game of the Week. Are you looking for locally baked goodness? The Old Grist Mill crafts handcrafted breads, sweet treats, soups, sandwiches, and more using freshly milled flour. Drop into one of their Logan locations or visit logangristmill.com to plan your next order. The Old Grist Mill, bake, serve for you and your neighbors. The Old Grist Mill, a Game of the Week sponsor. What a ball game here in North Logan. It looked like Mountain Crest might run away with this one. They've been dominant in the run game. But Green Canyon has made some big plays through the air, and Ethan Monk is over 300 yards passing with that last touchdown pass. 325 yards passing, 4 touchdowns for Monk. Pabst, 7 for 95 and a touchdown. Edelmeyer, 8 for 144 and 2 touchdowns. Pabst has 2 touchdowns as well, pardon me. Here's Olson fielding this one inside the 10, and he returns it out across the 15, but short of the 20-yard line. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., tomorrow being Saturday, this is a Friday night game if you're watching this on tape delay on our YouTube. Tomorrow morning they'll have the bracket reveal, and we'll find out what the brackets will look like for the playoffs. Ridgeline probably going to be your number 1 seed. The top 8 seeds get a bye. Both of these teams would like to worm their way into the top 8. Mountain Crest has a better chance of that. Before they shut down the RPI website, which they do after week 9, Mountain Crest was just outside that top 8. Hand it to Egbert. Green Canyon needs to make a stop, and Carter Egbert runs for 9. .240 yards rushing for Egbert. Just a ridiculous evening. And it's been right from the start. 7, 10, 8, 5, 3, 7, 6, 5, 1, 22, 12, 9. I mean, those were his first 12 runs of the game. His long has been 49 yards. We're going to hand it to him again and see if he can grind out this ball game. He picks up what looks like first down yardage. He needed a yard, and that's what he got. If he carries it again, it'll be his 34th carry of the night. He's at 33 for 241 and 3 touchdowns. And the clock moving with 3:10 to play in the ball game. 35-28 Mountain Crest. The Mustangs trying to close it out and move to 7-3 and 4-3 in the region. 4 for Egbert on that one. We'll see when Coach Ta'ili starts using his timeouts. He's got all 3. I would imagine if they make a stop here, they'll start using their timeouts. 10 seconds on the play clock, 2.5 on the game clock. 2nd down and 6. Larson's going to keep it. Larson looked like he was going to get caught in the backfield and gets away and slides down just short of the first down marker. He slides down to keep that clock running. And it'll be 3rd and 1. Larson 13 for 95 and a touchdown. Mountain Crest is 7 of 10 on 3rd down, and Green Canyon's going to start using their timeouts with 1:55 to play in this ball game. A 7-point game, 3rd and 1. Green Canyon down by a touchdown. They need a stop. We've been talking about the RPI and the playoffs. Ridgeline, the last RPI we had after week 9 was Ridgeline, Crimson Cliffs, Snow Canyon, Pineview, Stansbury, Provo, Hurricane, Park City, Skyview, and Mountain Crest in the top 10. Green Canyon was number 13. Again, the top 8 get a first round bye. And in those first 3 rounds, the higher seed has a home game. So in that first week, seeds 8 through 16 play at home. So if Ridgeline ends up being the only Valley team in the top 8, Skyview, Mountain Crest, and Green Canyon would all have home games next Friday. And you can keep an eye on our Facebook page or on Twitter to find out where we will be. Give it to Egbert. See if he can close it out. He didn't get there. No gain. 4th down. He's got 245 yards on the night. They haven't been able to slow him down until just now. They stopped him for no gain, and Green Canyon takes their 2nd timeout. 4th and a yard. Basically 4th and the ball game after the timeout for Mountain Crest. They want to get up under center and load it up. Green Canyon, the last few times it's been short yardage, they've made it tough for the Mustangs. You remember the touchdown Mountain Crest got earlier. It was 1st and goal inside the 1, and it took him 3 tries to get in there. Now it's 4th down and 1. Mountain Crest picks up this 4th down. They can put this ball game away. And I think I agree with Coach Visser. Go mano a mano and be aggressive and put the ball game away. Everybody in tight. Fake the give. Guys running free. It's Huerta. First down. And now Mountain Crest can start thinking about a happy ride home. Nine yards. And the biggest one of the night. Huerta was wide open. Gutsy call by Mountain Crest. And it may have just put this ball game away. 9 yards from Larson to Santiago Huerta. And it's 1st and 10 at the 48 with 1:44 to play. Green Canyon's out of timeouts here on the Valley Channel. .345 yards rushing unofficially for Mountain Crest. 115 through the air. 460 total yards for the Mustangs in this ball game. Again, unofficially. For Green Canyon, you're looking at 342 yards. Egbert unofficially 35 carries, 245 yards. 95 yards for Larson. Well, Mountain Crest wants a timeout. Didn't even run a play, and we got the timeout. 460 total yards for Mountain Crest. And they're only ahead by 7. 342 yards for Green Canyon. Monk has played a whale of a ball game. He's 21 of 29 for 325 yards and 4 touchdowns. For Green Canyon. Edelmeyer, 8 for 144 receiving with 2 touchdowns. Paps, 7 for 95 receiving and 2 touchdowns. We've talked all about Carter Egbert and his big game tonight. Again, unofficially, 245 yards. And a couple of touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. So they take a knee, and they're going to let the clock run before they snap it again. I'm trying to look at the clock and do the math here. They may have to punt it away on a 4th down. Let's see, because it's a 40-second game clock, play clock. There's 20-second difference. Between what we see on the game clock and the play clock. So when we snap this one, they can snap it with about 21 seconds left. Yeah, they don't have to snap it again. Mountain Crest comes into Green Canyon in a heck of a ball game. Minus those last 3 kneel downs, they were 460 yards. After those kneel downs, they're 456 on the night. But Carter Egbert, 245 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns on 35 carries. Larson with 90 yards of his own on the ground, 115 through the air, and a touchdown throwing and a touchdown rushing. as Mountain Crest improves to 7-3. Green Canyon 5-5. Both of them head for the playoffs next week. Both of them hoping for a home game. They more than likely will get a home game. We'll know tomorrow. We'll put it on our Facebook, our Valley Channel Twitter account for sure, and it'll come up on our Facebook as well through the week, so you'll know where we are going to be broadcasting next week. It's the playoffs coming up next week. We hope you enjoyed the game here tonight. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel.